Welcome to Unity Center for Spiritual Growth's Morning Faith Lift. I'm Barbara Kowalska, and I join you with joy and gratitude for each one of us who has chosen to stop everything else that we're doing, thinking, expecting. Just stop it all and give a few minutes to self-awareness, true self-awareness. Give a few minutes to creating the space to feel what is at the essence of our being, that part of us which does not change with time, does not change with experience, does not change with education. That part of us which is whole, inviolate, and has been since before we came into these bodies and long after we leave them. This part of us, our words don't always work because it's not part of us, it's all of us. It's what generates what we are, who we are, in terms of our expression, that energy. And we shape that energy with our conscious minds into our experience. And many of us have chosen to burden ourselves with judgments, histories, stories that don't really serve our getting to know our truth, experiencing our truth. Things that seem to get in the way of our being who we are. How could I be the fullness of who I am when I have done this and this and this? When in truth, it only takes choosing differently. And that's why we are here. We are here to give ourselves the time and the space to choose to experience our truth instead of the stories, the judgments, the history. Some of it is very good, yet all of it is over, layered on top of. And I use this as a metaphor because, as I said, since there's only presence, everything is presence. It's just that we don't give it our attention as being presence. We look at it differently. We look at it through a filter. And we create this time to remove all the filters and let ourselves experience simply and wholly our own truth. And let us get comfortable with that truth. So, enough talking. Let's let our eyes gently close as we take a nice deep breath. And we watch the breath rising and falling. With a gentle rhythm like waves flowing and ebbing on a shore. As we watch the breath and we keep our attention focused on the breath, we can let everything but this moment slip away. Just watch the breath. Now in this moment, now in this moment. Just watch the breath in the now, in the now, in the now. As we feel the breath filling our lungs, so too we can feel the spaciousness of our being filling our awareness. And as we breathe out, with every out breath, we let go of any resistance we have, any last bit of resistance we have to being, just being right here, right now. No agenda, no expectation, no projection. Just open and aware, aware of the breath, aware of the spaciousness of our being, aware of how free we are as we focus just on this one thing, just breathing. Just feeling into the spaciousness of now. And so, alone and together, we embrace our silence. We open to our own unique experience of what it is to be embodying, to be the presence that we are, uniquely we are. And that awareness comes to us in whatever form is meaningful to us right now. We breathe, we open, we relax, we accept in the silence. We let ourselves be in the silence. We let ourselves be. Gently now, before we open our eyes, let us trust that this time we have given ourselves, this blessing of getting to know ourselves, getting to accept ourselves, getting comfortable with ourselves, our eternal selves, our divine selves, not as separate from ourselves, from our human selves, but an integral part of our human walk, the wholeness of human and divine. This is what we are opening to, each in our own divine timing, each in our own conscious understanding. And so we open our eyes. We are ready. We are refreshed. We are nourished. We can approach our day, everything that's in our day, with a sense of wonder, with a sense of willingness to see what is underneath the appearances. So have fun being you. Thank you. Thank you for joining this community of souls that is waking up to its own truth so it can bring it not only to themselves and those they hold dear, but to the world, simply by living, simply by choosing to be our truth. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.